You like D&D or tabletop RPGs? So let's talk about it. Darkness has fallen over the land of Gamera. It'll take the cunning bravery of a band of adventurers and heroes to put things right. Demeo is a turn-based tactical adventure that brings all the fun of tabletop gaming to the PS5 and the PSVR2. You will be able to play Demeo as a flat game or in VR with just a single purchase, and this is the PSVR2 review. Demeo features 5 complete adventures across dungeons, forests, deserts, and towns, 7 playable classes: Guardian, Warlock, a Sorcerer, Assassin, a Hunter, a Barbarian, and a Bard. You can play solo or get competitive online with co-op and up to 4 players. However, I truly don't suggest playing solo. You're gonna get stomped, steamrolled. Or you're gonna have to just play with a bunch of characters. It's kind of boring. It's not fun. Cross-platform support to join in with the fun of Demeo's existing community. Randomized levels assembly, which means no 2 experiences are identical. And action cards, which pretty much is your actions and what you can do. If you roll the die, you can get an attack, you can get a critical, or you can just get a skull, which means it's a random. Fight for survival in Demeo, and let's really get down. Now, with all the facts out of the way, let's get into the real reason why you clicked on this video for my overall thoughts, impressions, and review. Kicking this off, we're going to start this by saying this is not a core review. I've already reviewed Demeo in the past. It's on my channel. I was new to making reviews at the time. It's kind of all over the place. Real rough review and cringe. But, nevertheless, if you want to know all about Demeo, that is for that video. You can go watch that one. This is a PSVR2 intake and take a re-review about the game. So that's just a big disclaimer here. And the best thing about this is the magic, my boy. The magic of re-reviewing a game is gone. As I poured tons of hours into the Demeo in general over on the Quest, the magical glasses of what it is off. There's no honeymoon phase. There's no experiencing it completely for the first time phase. I know what to expect. And how much better is it on the PSVR2 than everywhere else? Or at least what I experienced on the Quest. And it's been some time though. There's a lot of new content the game has to offer that I didn't get to experience on the Quest, but let's just slowly get into it, right? For one thing, I will say that the game is clear. It's not crystal clear though. There's games that hit that crystal clarity. This one is clear, but as you zoom in on the characters and you look at your wrist and you see the icons for when your turn's there, it's slightly blurry, slightly feeling of a washed look. The game though has tons of content, like so many books, so many adventures, so many classes. However, you do get shafted, my boys. We are getting rear-ended on the PSVR2. Huge features are lacking, right? We got the new Heroes Den, aka Heroes Hangout. This is actually a pretty important feature, as it's a good way to gather your friends into a social space as you would playing via real life at a tabletop RPG. You can start adventures in the Heroes Den, or you know, whatever you want to call it. I'm calling it Heroes Den for this review. You could start an adventure there, you can goof off with your friends, you can play cool little mini games in the arcade cabinet, but no, you're stuck to a menu and stuck to the boring type in this number to get in my room. What? What the fuck? Another thing you're missing is the mixed reality feature, which essentially means you can play this game in a more AR setting, seeing the real world around you in your play space, and snapping the game to a real life table, or on your bed, or on your floor, or whatever. The caveat to all this, right? It's not so much the mixed reality function, right? But taking an L, huge L, on the devs because of Heroes Hangout. Doodoo-fied garbage, shit turds in a basket, rolled into a spliff and smoked, trashified, assified. Dumb take, big L, huge L to the devs. Garbage on an avocado toast, trashified shit. Gave me the shits just reading that, just hearing it. Shit myself. What the fuck? And you know what their reason was? It was reasons beyond our foresight. which to me means whatever, right? You don't get it. You don't get it. And you know what's crazy? Before they launched on the PSVR2, the price was raised. So if you didn't get in early, which you couldn't have on the PSVR2, guess what? You get shit! Doo-doo! You get nothing! You get more money from me, the dev! Greediness. Calling it out as I see it. Anyway, you know, they adopt an all-in model, which means all the content in the game is in the game. You pay early, you get all the content, and you will not pay again. You pay late, you're paying for that content. You don't get the early adoption price, which I'm actually okay with. It's fine. But losing content, paying more for reasons beyond our foresight, is a cop-out. It's either you didn't want to do it, you were lazy, you didn't want to incorporate the crossplay because of the programming language to have everything together. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Trashified assified. Anyway, right now the game is on sale at the time of this review. It's a very fair price, I will say that. Very fair price. But them making this game flat screen playable, in my opinion, my boys, ruins the charm of having it in VR in the fucking first place. I don't know why I'm the only one talking about this. Why am I the only one saying this? This is crazy. You guys might think this is a dumb take, but just listen. Hear me out. Ever since they added flat screen play with the crossplay abilities, it only puts more money in their pockets. It only puts more money in the devs, which is right. Yeah, ooh, they get more money. But now it kills the VR immersion. You have players playing the game not saying a word to you, which is fine. Sometimes they do that in VR as well, right? But now you're not seeing them move their hands. You're not seeing their head move around. So now you're just like, oh, it's just more nothing, right? As the VR changes and our standards get higher, the realistic expectations of what a VR game is increases. You can see that Demeo at the bare functionality has value. But now, it's not exclusive to VR anymore. So, to me, it's a much better flat game than a VR game. And if you can't wrap your mind around that sentence, clean your fucking biased ears out, re-listen, and actually use your brain. That is why I said that so slowly. That is why I said that so slowly. It's a better flat game than a VR game. It's almost like VR for Demeo is pointless. Right? You're lacking features. It's barely using the PSVR2 stuff. You're getting slight rumble of the haptic feedback. Ooh. No eye tracing. No foveated rendering. And the XP grind that I hate, and I talked about it in my review, is not fixed, which was my huge issue in my past review. I poured 4 hours into a new account and I'm level 2. 4 hours! That's like maxing out your controller time. You know, the PSVR2 can keep going because it's tethered, but the controllers, they last about 4 hours, and I got to level 2. I've pretty much seen what I needed to see. It'll take ages to grind out the cosmetics, which is like, why even have it if it's gonna take so long? But now you can play it on the flat screen, so you know you can really grind it out. You do get to have both options with a single person. With a single purchase. I'm not into that. With a single purchase, you have both options. But if you want to watch like everything that the core game has to offer, like I said in the beginning of this review, because this isn't what that is. This is a re-review of going over what the fuck the PSVR2 version has. Right? You can go watch my core review, and I'll talk about the classes and how it plays and the gameplay and all that. The performance of the PSVR2 is fine. I didn't have any crashes. I didn't have any bugs. But that's not the point of this. The point is you're paying more money. As of the time of the sale, though, it's justifiable because it's a big sale going on, especially if you have a plus. But in general, pay more money, you get less features. They've added in flat mode, makes this game barely a VR game. It's better to play it on the flat screen. But and as it stands now, my tastes have changed, and I honestly don't give a rat's ass anymore about Demeo in VR. Re-listen to that. I said in VR. still a great, fantastic game, but now that it's not exclusive to VR, it's barely a VR game. And if you think otherwise, you can kiss my fucking ass. We here at NGI give Demeo on the PSVR2 an 8 out of 10. Make sure you stay up to date with all the latest in gaming tech news and reviews. Smash that like, and as always, subscribe. God bless and peace.
Oh shit, I'm not in range to do my consuming vortex. Yeah.